Good morning, guys. So today, kind of want to do several things. Kind of want to do a little walkabout show and tell because some things are peaking right now, and I want to get those documented before they're gone. So we'll do a little show and tell. We're gonna do a harvest because some things, well, they need to be harvested before they are beyond and past their prime. And then I think I need to do some maintenance. There's some maintenance things that I want to get done. So anyway, really cool stuff that I want to show you. We'll get the harvest basket out and see what kind of bounty we have in this garden. Oh, you know what I don't know if I'll do it in this video or not. I need to pot up my stuff that I got at the plant swap. That still hasn't been dealt with. I need to get that sorted. So, all right, well, let me walk you around and show you some things. One of the first things I want to show you is this Kazula 179. I think this is my biggest tomato. Definitely the biggest. Well, Copper Pipe was pretty big. Anyway, these tomatoes are huge and it's so prolific. So I really need to try to save seeds. I don't know if I'll ever grow it again because I have so many tomatoes that I want to grow in my lifetime and I want to keep trying new ones. But this one, look, you can see right there, big ass tomato. Let me show you how big they are. Look at these big babies. And all of them are cat-faced. All of them have this. Like every single one. Look at this one. This is a big one. But they've all got this thing. That one's a smaller one. And then down here, well, these are my noodle beans. They came up. Hi, Pickles. Hi, baby. I know. But see, look at this tomato. See? They all have this. But this is my big one. Look at that. Look. It's not very heavy, but it's big. That's big. Yeah. I know. So that's my Kazula 179. Really, really pleased with that. Also, I finally got a Beauty King. I think Beauty King is the very last tomato plant to actually make tomatoes. And it's huge. Like it starts down here and it goes all the way up here. Just very thick and robust. And it's got a bunch of flowers. A bunch of big flowers. So, but anyway, finally got one. Also, finally got some flowers on Claire Austin. And she smells so good. Look how pretty. So the blooms are very small right now because the plant is very young. These are her first flowers. She's got some more coming. But yeah, Claire Austin looking pretty. That is officially dead, okay? This is Gentle Hermione. I did email David Austin and they said, yeah, it's dead. But they're not sending out bare root roses right now. They're not going to send out roses until spring. Oh, look, there's a little bud. Huh. Well, we might get something out of her, but I doubt it. Everything else you saw, some of these actually sprouted overnight after being soaked in water. They were ready to go. That one, it's been almost 3 months. So anyway, if it does sprout, fine, but they're going to send me a new one in September. Yay. Not September. So, I keep saying September because I see S in my brain. Spring 26. For some reason, spring 2026 translate to September in my brain. Anyway, okay. It's too far to see. I have a cotton leaf passion flower blooming. It's climbing on the trellis here. It's climbing on the pergola, and there's one blooming right up there. Let me see if I can zoom in and show it to you. You can barely see it up there. Oh, can we see it from this angle? Oh, we can get kind of a good view here. Yeah, that's precious. It's so precious. But yeah, the vine is going over here, all up here, all the way around here. Love it, love it. So let's do some more flowers here for a minute. My first echinacea, boom. First echinacea of 2025. Here's another one that's coming. And more down there, so that's fun. This has been doing so great. This is my Amidara. No, is this not Amidara? White Lace Orlea. This is White Lace Orlea. And look at this foxglove. We got side shoots upon side shoots upon side shoots. All the side shoots are coming out. The main stalk is pretty much done. There's just a little bit left at the top. So pretty. And as one of the viewers said, I think it was Catherine, this is extremely poisonous, like very poisonous, like deadly poisonous. But I still have it in here with my vegetables because it's beautiful and I'm not going to eat it. So, and I don't think the dogs would try to eat it either. They usually stick to beans and zinnias. But anyway, very poisonous and deadly and beautiful. Beautiful and deadly. Anyway, there it is. I am going to collect seeds later. Each one of these pods has about 20 trillion seeds in it. So we'll collect some seeds later when we do a harvest. Sartrelet. I have picked almost everything off of this Sartrelet. This one also was very prolific and the fruits were huge. So I only have, looks like I only have 2 left. Huh. And then I have a Streets of Broken Lanterns that we'll pick today. I like to pick all of my tomatoes at first blush so the bugs don't get them. They ripen in the house and the seeds are still viable. If you pick a tomato after it started blushing, the plant has done everything it needs to do to, the plant will like shut down all resources to that tomato. So it really does no good to leave it to ripen on the vine. It's going to do the exact same thing ripening in your house and your seeds are still viable. You can save seeds and they will still germinate. So just so you know, I don't like to leave them because I have squirrels that are a-holes. They left me some tomatoes up on the racks. I don't think I've shown you all that. They just took them down, took 2 bites out of them and left them. They're buttholes. Anyway. All right, let's see some other fun things going on. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at that flower. Oh my gosh. Yep, let's take it out and look at it. Let's look at this. My squash that I've had covered. It actually uncovered some of itself. But we have a gorgeous flower. I hadn't even seen this yet today. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful bloom. Beautiful. Well, that's a male flower. That's a male. I don't see any females. And I'm not sure which plant this is. So I have several squashy pumpkin-y things under here. I have, oh, that's a big bee. I have my ayote, green flesh ayote. I also have Seminole pumpkin. And I planted something else in here too. So I'm thinking this is the green flesh ayote. That's what it looks like anyway. Very interesting. I think I need to take the whole cover off though and switch over. I think that's going to be one of my maintenance items today. These hoops are too low. I want to make some taller hoops. I'm going to make them. And I'm going to put the sheer row cover and not the opaque one. That way I can see better what's going on. But anyway, that looks good. And it looks like it's starting to root along the ground. So it may be a little bit safer from the vine borer because we've got several contact points for it to get nutrients and moisture. Okay. Well, that was an unexpected flower. Okay. More flowers. Here we go. We've got so many cool flowers right now. Look at these poppies. Look at the poppies. They're gorgeous. So we have these with a yellow center. Look at these with a red center. There's critters. I mean, with a black center. Critters all over them. Leaf-footed bugs, little bees. Yeah. That's cuteness. Cuteness. Anyway, these poppies are from Tamitha. Tamitha, you have made my garden so gorgeous this year. Thank you so much. More poppies. That's some Strawberry Fields Gomphrena. Looking beautiful. Also, grape flowers. Look, grapes. Grapes. Oh, and I have actual grapes. Yay! Oh my gosh, y'all are seeing things with me for the first time. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing them too. Let's see. Oh, more poppies over here. Look at that. Just so pretty. Okay, one flower that's a disappointment is this deep rose Gomphrena. Look at that. Look at that. So this color is not deep rose, all right? It's barely a pale pink. That's not deep rose. That's a lie. It's a lie, okay? That is not deep rose. That Gomphrena is pale cotton blush or something. Anyway, disappointment. Look at the dill flower. This is the first time I'm seeing it open. So many firsts today. I love that. And I don't know why my phone won't focus. It's not gonna. We talk about my dahlias. Holy moly. Now some of them are way past their prime, but some of them, like this one's, that's done. There, that one. I did get a white one, but that one's done. I think my favorite though is this pinky purple. Isn't that gorgeous? That's gorgeous. I love that. Yeah. So this has been a favorite, and I do like this dark chocolatey one too. This one's been a favorite. This looks great. Can I tell you, these are magical, this borage, and they're actually very tasty. They actually taste like cucumber, these borage blossoms. Beautiful, and the plant looks beautiful. So this one here and this one here were the ones I got from Cece. And her seedlings were so much better than mine, like so big and robust and thick foliage and all that stuff. Well, when I planted them, they both got really tall and thin and their foliage kind of dropped off. Well, my puny little plant is over here, and look what it did. I think my plant heard me talking about Cece's plant, and my plant said, girl, let me show you, okay? I'm better than they are, okay? You're gonna love me better. And sure enough, wow. Yeah, that's gonna be gorgeous when it blooms. So super pleased with my borage. I'm also pleased with Cece's borage because it did bloom first and the flowers are so tasty. Anyway, my sweet alyssum that I did coming out of the pot, that looks so cute. Look, it's just kind of trailing out. Love that. This pink salvia is absolutely my most favoriteest thing on this earth. My gosh, that salvia is so cute. And then these salvia I grew from seed. This is the Serious Blue that I got from Joe, Garden State Gardener. My cucumbers are finally flowering. And I don't have as many cucumbers as I wanted. Like, none of these ever came up. So we're going to reseed cucumbers indoors, I think. Only the straight 8 came up. That's all I got. And then over here, I think all I got was pick a bushel. I think that's the only one I got there. So very disappointed with the cucumbers. I think what I'm gonna do is, it wasn't on my list to grow this year, but a cucumber melon that can take heat is the Armenian cucumber, and the serpent. Striped serpent, green serpent. It's like it's a dark green Armenian that's striped, and so I think I might do those here. They weren't on my list for this year, but it's getting too hot now. Like if they're not already established like this, it's just too hot. So we'll see about that. Anyway, so many things blooming. Let's show you some more. My purple alyssum in these hanging things is doing okay. Now my alyssum never gets thick and bushy and mounded like a lot of people's. I don't know why. Alyssum just doesn't like me as much, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but I do have alyssum that I grew from seed, so I'll be thankful. Yeah. I believe I have a couple of figs here. Look at that. Got a couple of figs. Look at my watermelon. Look at this. This is my icebox dog. Pickles! Stop. He is digging in my watermelons. No. Anyway, this one is doing really well. Yeah, that's one of my doll babies. Citrus trees aren't doing that great this year. I did not get good flower set or fruit set. I think I only have one lemon. I didn't see any limes, but I have one lemon. There we go, one lemon. Anyway, this pumpkin is doing great. I'm also going to build arches over this today to put row cover because I do not want the vine borer to kill it. This is my Musky de Provence, my big, huge watermelon. I mean, not watermelon, pumpkin. You can see there was a female flower, but it's already turned yellow, so I think it died. But Musky de Provence, right there. All of my other melons are doing really good. That's a Kajari starting to climb, so I might, fingers crossed, might get a Kajari melon. Korean mint looking lovely. Pollinators love it. Oh, and I have a tomato ready. This is Sweet Aperitif. that I'm growing for Cece. See that red? There it is. It's a teeny tiny cherry tomato, so I need to pick that. Also, I saw a strawberry. Yeah, nothing else has nibbled on it yet. Teeny tiny, I'm gonna eat it. Okay, that was delicious. Patiently waiting a flower spike on my mullein. Hopefully soon. Oh, my moringa came back from the roots. I was afraid it wouldn't. It was late this year, but here it is. So there's moringa. There's some more down there. It just kind of sprouts up from the roots. And these are last year's dead sticks. But I have a sugar bowl gourd climbing up, and it's climbing very well right here. So I just planted it down there, and it's climbing up, up, up the tree. It's almost to the top. So anyway, that's kind of cool. Ah, speaking of flowers, my cardoon is making a bloom. Oh, and I have leaf-footed bug babies that I have got to kill. Those orange little guys are leaf-footed bug babies. Ooh, awful stuff. Anyway, and there's a leaf-footed bug right there. See that? Yeah. That's a leaf-footed bug on my cardoon flower. But look, my cardoon's gonna make a flower if that leaf-footed bug doesn't suck the life out of it. Ooh. So that orange bug is not a leaf-footed bug. That's a good bug. Oh, and he's eating a bug. He found a bug and he's eating it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, he didn't want me watching him eat. That was an assassin bug. Now, assassin bug babies can look very much like leaf-footed bug babies. So be careful what I'm killing, because assassin bugs are good bugs. Leaf-footed babies are bad bugs. I also want to trim all these grapes. I have never had grapes this thick on this part of the garden. So this year they are flourishing all the way around. But it's too much. It's too much for the fence, and it's too much for my eyeballs, and it's starting to grab onto my other plants. And I care more about having a neat hedge than having a bunch of grapes. I'll get plenty of grapes. There'll be enough grapes. I'm going to take my little saker and just trim it like a hedge and just trim it back and keep it neat and tight. There'll be grapes in there, so I'm not worried about that. All right, back to flowers. So this purple emperor nasturtium was probably one of my favoriteest things. And look, I'm going to have a bunch of seeds, which is awesome. This thing at one point was so full of blooms, and I apologize for the dogs, so full of blooms. It was beautiful, but the heat is starting to take its toll. But at least I got some seed. That I need to put some organza bags around these so they don't fall into the dirt and I lose them. My feverfew all over the garden's going gangbusters right now. So I will be harvesting the flowers and the foliage to make a tincture and to dehydrate for tea. Onions are blooming. We're going to harvest these today. This is going to be one of our harvesting, is the crystal white wax onions, but pretty flowers. I did bring my bird of paradise out here. It was on the back porch of the man cave. So hopefully that'll do well. Look at that. That snail just eating my cabbages. We're going to harvest cabbages today too. Rude. I'm going to harvest that today. Okay. All right, here is my variegated lantana called Samantha. Pretty yellow flowers, really pretty. And the foliage is pretty. So I'll be taking some cuttings of these and propagating it for the next plant swap because they really are gorgeous. More poppies. Oh, the chrysanthemums are about to open. I'll be taking more cuttings of these two for the plant swap. I only had one to take this last plant swap, but I'll take some more cuttings. It's pretty. It's like a creamy white. This is Gara whirling butterflies. It should be about to bloom soon. It's absolutely ginormous. I will be taking all of the cuttings. I kind of want to let it bloom first though, because if I take cuttings now, I'll cut off all the blooms. So I want it to bloom, and then we're going to take it way down and way back. There's my echinacea in here, the one that gave me the big show last year. It's getting buried by the Gara. More poppies down here. Hosta's doing really well. My other hosta that I thought had been choked out is still there. So I still have this hosta right here. I think this one's called stained glass or something like that. But yeah, there's a hosta. And then guacamole is down there. Over here, My dahlia from last year came back. It's already got one bloom that's about done. See how they're almost always yellow? Every dahlia I've grown from seed, except for that bunch over there, has been yellow. So, kind of cool. I still have this bolted arugula. Like, it won't seem to stop blooming, and I love that because it's pretty. It's for the pollinators. Look at my shampoo ginger. Gorgeous. I have a little snail taking a little nap in my shampoo ginger. So good. And coleus that I overwintered, that I got from my friend Tina, that is coming back and looking beautiful. My pawpaw trees came back beautifully. Oh, I put my what is that? Scarlet runner bean. I put it on a little bit of trellis there. Blue butterfly pea seedlings over here. So I thought about, here it is. I thought about digging up this seedling and putting, I have another piece of trellis that looks like that, putting the other piece of trellis there and then just kind of wrapping it around. Just for some interest, you know. Also, when I was cleaning the back porch to the man cave, I was pouring out all of the water that was in the trays and putting it in buckets to put on my plants. Well, I noticed in some of the water, there's more than just mosquito larvae. Yeah, those are tadpoles. So I couldn't pour it out over my plants. I'm like, no, I'll kill the baby frogs. So I am fostering some tadpoles, and hopefully they will eat those mosquito larvae. They're breathing. I think the tadpoles are breathing at the surface. I think that was them breathing air, right? Or I don't know. I know. Okay, I have a bachelor's degree in biological health sciences because stuff like that. I love it. I love it. Why am I in property management? Because it pays my bills. Because it pays all the bills. Anyway, okay. Oh, I do have one other thing I want to show you in the new garden. Yeah, let's go out there real quick. A couple of things out here that I want to show you. I have zucchini. Look at this. These bags are so wonderful. I love these bags. This is a game changer for my squash game. Look at that. Yay. It's a nice one too. And I think this is about the size you're supposed to pick them. I think the packet said to pick them when they're about 4 to 5 inches or 5 to 6 inches. So that's about ready. Let me get the name. I forgot the name. Bianco de Triste. Yep. Also, I've got some tomatoes to pick. I've got my first Nano's meatballs, so we'll put that in the house. Watermelons are doing great. This is this lemon drop watermelon, doing really, oh, and it did flower. It's flowering. Yay. Okay, good. So that is doing so good. Look at my Minnesota midget melon. It is flowering like crazy. I haven't seen any little melons yet. I've seen some female flowers, but no melons. So, oh, there, look. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I'm just training it up. Oh, and I have rattlesnake pole beans. These are doing really well. Look at that. That's a big one. Look, some of them have more coloring, and then some have no coloring. That's very interesting. There they are. Very pretty. One of my squash is dying, and it looks like vine borer. I guess one could have gotten up under there. This one looks okay. That one looks okay. But this one, yeah, see? Oh, and I still had some females. Look at that. Yeah, females that'll never get eaten. Both of these thong tomatoes, I didn't realize the thong was so determinate. Like, I knew it was a dwarf, but I didn't know it was a determinate. And once the last tomatoes came off, the tomato plant started dying. So definitely, definition of determinate. It is done. It puts on one crop and it's done. Let me show you this cactus with the radish. So this radish went to flower like over a month ago, and it just keeps creating more flowers, which I thought was very strange. It's very beautiful, but very strange. I thought it would flower, go to seed, and be done. But it just keeps blooming and keeps blooming. And I like that because I eat these little pods. They're really tasty. And the flowers are just beautiful. So, and it makes the cactus look pretty. This is that cactus pad that I got, and it has taken off. Look at that. It looks kind of like Mickey Mouse. But anyway, this cactus is happy. This radish is happy. And, well, they look good together. Looks good. So I've got some white and pink open. These are the double. They look okay. They're still a little small and puny, but they're in that bad soil. So that's the cosmos there. I wasn't real impressed with the pink lemonade or apricot lemonade. They're just not doing it for me. So I'm probably gonna either cut these back or dig them up and put them in a potager, because I think I could do something else here, maybe corn or something. But yeah, everything's doing really good. I've got some more tomatoes to harvest. That'll be part of our harvest today. Okay, I guess I only got a sunflower. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, that's supposed to be a giant, or a Mongolian giant or mammoth or something. Hopefully we get a big one. And then beans. More beans. And some big ones, yeah. Good sized beans. All right, this concludes the show and tell portion of the video, I think, for right now. Let me grab a basket and let's get to picking. All of the tomatoes that I picked today are not going to be fully ripe. They're going to be, you know, just blushing. So just know that I'm doing that on purpose. But yeah, we'll get some tomatoes, some beans. I think I also want to harvest some potatoes. That'll be fun. And the onions. And maybe some leeks. And maybe we'll make some potato leek soup. I don't know. All right. Let me go grab the wheelbarrow, because I'm going to need that to dump out the bags for the potatoes. So I'm here in the backyard to get the wheelbarrow. And of course I have more flowers that I need to show you. It is gardenia season here in Southeast Texas. Gardenias are the real MVP of the smelling goods things in the garden, if that makes sense. That's amazing. There's a few. This is a baby. This is a cutting off of when we had the big, huge mother bush right there. Big, huge, giant gardenia that died. Well, this is a cutting that I rooted off of her. So anyway, yeah, here's some more. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And the quail are done. The quail are gone. So I got to shovel all this poo. But I have a rose back here. I know. Violet's Pride. I kind of want to dig her up and put her where I can see her. I can't see her back here. I don't come back here. And all of this blue salvia. Yeah. All that blue salvia. Hummingbirds eat it up. And I'm going to tell you what, it smells like grape Kool-Aid. I don't know how they do that. How did they put grape flavor in this blue, purple salvia? I know, it's gorgeous. Oh no! I know. It's pretty. Very pretty. Anyway. Japanese maples look pretty. These Japanese maples look pretty. Okay. Anyway, I came to get a wheelbarrow and I'm just spending all my time talking. Anyway, I'll be back.